And now I want to hand it over to the President of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelenskyy. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President.
I'm better.
You are a hell of a lot better.
Who is Volodymyr Zelenskyy? The comedian who became a wartime leader. Volodymyr Zelenskyy's story is one of the most extraordinary in modern politics, a television comedian who rose to the presidency of Ukraine only to find himself leading his nation through war. This video explores his unlikely rise, his leadership during crisis, and the global symbol he has become. Zelenskyy isn't just a president, he's a communicator, a fighter, and a symbol of resistance in the face of overwhelming odds. This video dives into his background in entertainment, his stunning election victory, and the courage he's shown during one of Europe's darkest moments. From comedy stages to battlefield speeches, his transformation has captured the attention of the entire world. How did an entertainer become the voice of defiance against one of the most powerful militaries on Earth? What drives his resolve to stand and fight? And what legacy is he building for Ukraine's future? Today, we explore the life, leadership, and courage of Volodymyr Zelenskyy, the president who became a global symbol of resilience.
The war. What's more opposite to music? The silence of ruined cities and killed people. Our children draw swooping rockets, not shooting stars. Over 400 children have been injured and 153 children died, and we'll never see them drawing. Our parents are happy to wake up in the morning in bomb shelters, but alive. Our loved ones don't know if we will be together again. The war doesn't let us choose who survives and who stays in eternal silence. Our musicians wear body armor instead of tuxedo. They sing to the wounded in hospitals, even to those who can't hear them, but the music will break through anyway. We defend our freedom to live, to love, to sound. On our land, we are fighting Russia, which brings horrible silence with its bombs, the dead silence. Feel the silence with your music. Feel it today to tell our story. Tell the truth about the war on your social networks, on TV. Support us in any way you can, any but not silence. And then peace will come. To all our cities, the war is destroying. Chernihiv, Kharkiv, Volnovakha, Mariupol, and others, they are legends already, but I have a dream of them living and free, like you on the Grammy stage.
Welcome to Who Media, the channel where curiosity leads the way. From famous celebs and cartoon icons to legends and hidden names, we uncover the stories behind the people you know and the ones you don't. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, what an arc his life has traced. From center stage as a comedian to center stage on the global political stage, he has redefined what leadership looks like under fire. But how did a TV actor become the symbol of defiance for a nation under siege? And what drives a man who has stared war in the face and stayed? Let's begin in Kryvyi Rih, a mining city in Soviet-era Ukraine, where Zelenskyy was born on January 25, 1978. His upbringing was unremarkable. Law student, stage performer, comic. He never planned to land in the Oval Office or command real-life battles. Yet, something about that journey tells you that destiny sometimes hides in our most ordinary roots. What if your greatest role is yet to come? After law school, Zelenskyy became a creative spark at Kvartal 95, a comedy studio producing everything from stand-up shows to hit films. But it was Servant of the People, a satirical TV series where Zelenskyy played, of all things, a teacher who becomes president after an anti-corruption rant goes viral. That brought him national attention. What happens when the lines between fiction and reality start to blur? Nagging thought, was he chosen because the country dared to imagine itself through him? That fiction became reality in 2019 when Zelenskyy ran for president as a political outsider and anti-establishment figure. To widespread surprise, he won in a landslide, 73% of the vote, and brought his Servant of the People brand to real political power. Is it proof that charisma can trump experience when a country craves integrity? Or does it expose how deep the trust deficit was between citizens and the old political class? Then, just months into his presidency, the situation changed. In 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The man who once portrayed a president on TV found himself leading a real war. And what was most stunning? He stayed. While world leaders offered evacuation, Zelenskyy remained in Kyiv, rallying his people. What does courage look like when bombs fall and borders fail? Is staying put the only act that proves leadership? We've since witnessed Zelenskyy evolve into an unyielding wartime leader, a scrubbed and rugged visage on global screens, prioritizing survival and solidarity above all. Russia has reportedly waged dozens of assassination attempts against him, including plots involving the Wagner Group. How does one keep going when they know they're being hunted? What kind of resolve does that demand? On the home front, he's faced internal challenges too. In summer 2025, Ukraine saw its first anti-corruption protests since the war began. Citizens demanded independence for anti-graft bodies after a bill threatened them. Tens of thousands rallied, and Zelenskyy's government backed down and restored the agency's autonomy. Leadership isn't just about fighting foreign threats. It's about fighting for your values, even when the war overshadows domestic governance. Isn't that what real leadership demands? Internationally, Zelenskyy has sprinted across capitals, trading behind-the-scenes diplomacy, addressing parliaments, forging alliances. In February, he met U.S. President Trump in a highly charged Oval Office meeting that didn't end well, as Trump and his critics drowned out Zelenskyy's voice.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Later, at a European summit in London, Zelenskyy found kinship with leaders lobbying support and funding Ukraine's defense. Is diplomacy the heart of winning a war without aggression? This summer, after a massive Russian strike involving 574 drones and 40 missiles, Zelenskyy condemned the attack and revealed a framework for NATO-style security guarantees being finalized with the US and Europe in 7 to 10 days. Does the drafting of such agreements show progress or desperation in a shifting geopolitical storm? Yet Moscow pushes back with demands. Inclusion in talks, vetoes over terms, a voice in Ukraine's fate. Can a peace deal be just if one aggressor holds veto power over its security? And on a human level, Zelenskyy delivered a letter to Melania Trump after she sent one to Putin, urging peace for the sake of children. Small gestures done in the spotlight, diplomacy's softer side. Even in war, humanity sneaks through. Why does that matter more than grand speeches? So who is Volodymyr Zelenskyy? He's a man shaped by satire, forged in war, and refined by diplomacy and dissent. A law graduate turned comedian. Why did he switch to politics? And what does that say about societies starved for authenticity? A fictional president who became the real deal. When does representation tip into destiny? A wartime leader known for resilience. What lessons lie in risking life for duty? A reformer tested by war and civil scrutiny. Can values outlast crises? In Zelenskyy's story, chaos gave way to purpose, and he didn't just rise to the occasion, he reshaped it, on his terms and with unwavering defiance. His journey forces us to confront, what would you do if everything familiar crumbled? Would you flee, fight, negotiate, or would you stand firm and say that your people, your values, and your integrity were worth the risk? Because Volodymyr Zelenskyy isn't just a name. He's a question mark turned declaration in the heart of a violent revolution of the soul.
Can I speak Ukrainian?
No.
Okay. Don't pressure on me.
Thanks for watching Who Media. We hope you had fun learning something new today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a story. Want to see more cool videos? Head over to our channel and start exploring.